Good morning. This is a Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name's David J. Burney.
I'm Brent. Hi.
That's just it, Brent?
This morning it is.
I think
if you have a complaint with a fellow employee, but he happens to be the station manager, who do you take that to? You?
I'd like to stay out of it. I think it would be best for the team if I didn't get involved in some rift between you and Jeremy Shipe.
Well, it's just that, okay, last night, Jeremy and Gavin and Jeff Bailey all went to Loop City to cover the Ansley-Litchfield Arcadia Loop City basketball games.
They sure did.
But every time Jeremy and Gavin, and particularly Jeremy, goes to Loop City, which happens to be my alma mater. I graduated from Loop City. But every time he goes to that venue, somehow, some way, a picture of my youth gets posted on social media. And that happened again last night.
Well,
not that I'm necessarily, first off, I love the education I got at Loop City. I'm a proud grad. Loved my growing up time in Loop City, Nebraska. Mm-hmm. But sometimes you don't, I don't really care for, goofy-looking pictures of Brent from high school being posted on social media. And every time he goes there, he finds one and posts it.
Let me just say this.
Okay.
I'm with you, and I don't understand why the station manager would pick on you in any way. I think that's ridiculous to tease and pick on someone. What could you do to control how you looked back in the 1980s? I think that's awful, and I don't know why Jeremy would do that. I don't understand it at all. That's somewhat over the top as far as I'm concerned.
Did you tell him to look?
No, I didn't talk to him. I didn't talk to him about it. No,
okay.
Of course not. Old buddy, my friend, my neighbor.
The picture that I have to admit, I was kind of styling in the picture that he posted. Had the old pinstripe suit working.
Did you have your little vest on?
Oh yeah. I think it was his senior picture with my had my suit coat swung over my shoulder.
Oh, we've seen that before, haven't we?
Oh, maybe you have, yeah.
I think
maybe you were the first one to actually find it, come to think of it.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Yeah, whatever.
Sumner, Eddyville Miller today, on this Wednesday, grilled chicken sandwiches at SEM. Sounds delicious.
All right, Arcadia today, going with turkey for lunch today at Arcadia.
I don't know why Jeremy would do that. Mom, Jim, I'll, I guess subtly maybe try to talk to Jeremy about it.
Back in my day, of course, senior pictures were so different.
Yeah.
Back even when I was going to school as to what they are now. But are school rings still a thing?
I don't think so.
I don't think, my girls never got one.
I don't think so.
But back in the 80s, school rings were like the big deal.
Oh, yeah.
You got your school ring. But when they took your senior picture, the ring had to be in every shot.
Oh.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Well, I only had one shot.
Yeah.
And they weren't doing outside pictures yet when we graduated. It was you just went to the studio and you just wore your Levi's and put on a suit coat and, just shot the top. And that was kind of, just fast. But, yeah, rings were bigger. Plus, if a gal was dating a senior,
exactly,
they could wear their ring because they were going steady, and they'd have to put yarn around it to make it stay on their finger.
Yeah.
It's quite a, coup.
Not if they wore mine. It was
they put it on their little finger.
Yeah, right.
Thetford today was having popcorn, chicken bowl, and dinner roll at Thetford.
Where am I at? Ansley today, spaghetti for Ansley lunch.
At Anselmo Myrna today, it's beefy chili with Cranch crisps. buffalo chicken stuffed sandwich, fresh baked turkey and cheese sub, golden corn, fruit and veggie bar, and a cinnamon bun and milk.
Litchfield today, hamburger, vegetable, or potato soup at Litchfield.
At Callaway, they're having tacos, fruit, vegetables, and milk.
Sandhills Public School in Dunning, chili soup, crackers and cheese, and apple crisp. Are you done with yours?
Yeah, I need to get a Cozad. I think we ran out on Cozad yesterday.
Okay, I got a few more here. Let's go to Gothenburg, where their choices include crispy chicken sandwich, quesadillas, and pizza at Gothenburg today. Broken Bow, cheese quesadilla with beef enchilada soup and Crunch crisps, grilled chicken sandwich, fresh baked combo sub, or chef salad with roasted flatbread, the menu today at Broken Bow Middle and High School. And finally at Sargent today, they're going with pigs in the blanket or runza. Chips, fruit cup, milk, and salad bar at Sargent today.
What are Crunch crisps? Do you know?
I don't know. I don't know.
I hate to sound out of it, but I really don't know what Crunch crisps are.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you.
Well, we'll learn. We'll find out. We could Goog it, but I don't. We don't have time for that right now. Everything's Googed these days. Hey, did you hear on the CBS News this morning that if you've been reading on Facebook and other social medias that your stimulus check is coming, the fourth one or third one?
Oh, really? We got another one coming?
No, it's a lie.
Oh.
The IRS says it's not coming. There's no such thing. It wasn't voted in.
Oh.
But on social media, they've got everybody revved up thinking they're going to get another check. So if you already had that money spent, you might want to reconsider your obligations.
Okay. Well, I think they better just send it. I mean, if it's on Facebook, if it's on social media, get that thing sent in the mail. I don't care if it's been voted on or not. Come on now.
Well, it hasn't been passed. I'm sorry.
Oh, well, if Facebook says it has.
I know. It's probably on Twitter and Twatter and blogs and glogs and you name it. Birthdays today.
Yes.
I think if you have this last name, you're just a happy person. Geraldine Turnipseed. I just think that's a cool last name. I think you'd be just a happy person. And happy birthday to Geraldine today. Also, Bob Dunbar. Happy birthday, Bob. Vaughn Weebush. Happy birthday. Zach Briggs.
Oh, yeah.
Celebrating a birthday. And his wife, his lovely wife, just celebrated her birthday, I think, yesterday.
Yeah.
So they're close together on birthdays. Diane Anderson. What a nice lady. She's celebrating a birthday today. And I always wonder if I'm saying this right, and I know you've done these kids in sports for years, and I interview them every year at the fair. Is it Rosiski?
Rosiski. I think so.
Rosiski.
Yeah, I believe so.
Well, it's Joyce Rosiski's birthday today, and I don't know of a nicer person than Joyce.
Good.
Always enjoy working with her out at the fair, and she's celebrating a birthday today. We're not even going to say which one because I can tell you she doesn't look anywhere close to what it says on the page here.
All right.
You're celebrating, if you're having a birthday today, with Travis Tritt.
Oh, yeah, a country music singer.
Yep. He's 59 today. Does that surprise you? Or?
Oh, I don't know. Not so much. Saw him in concert this past summer.
Oh, wow.
He can, he's still good.
He didn't look old?
No, I mean, I wasn't super close to the stage, but no.
Couldn't see any wrinkles or anything?
Not from where I was sitting.
Did he have a little pot belly on him?
I don't think so.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Those are some of the things that come along with age.
Yeah, that's true.
I have some experience in that area. Michael B. Jordan is 35 today. He starred as a teen actor in The Wire, All My Children, before playing Apollo Creed's son in the Creed film. He also played Johnny Storm in The Fantastic Four and a villainous Eric in Black Panther.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Carole King, celebrating her 80th birthday today. And I sometimes forget how successful her Tapestry album was that she released many years ago. When she released that, it remained on the charts for more than 6 years, and the record was on the number one list for the most weeks by a female artist for more than 20 years. And Carole King has her own great style. She's 80 today. Joe Pesci is 79 today.
My cousin Vinny.
Yep, exactly. What a great show that is.
That was funny.
He's also known for Goodfellas, Raging Bull, Home Alone, and Casino. And Rose Leslie is celebrating a birthday today. Now, you never was a Game of Thrones watcher, was you?
No, I have no idea who you're talking about.
She a Scottish actress who was in Game of Thrones. She was also in The Good Fight, and she married her co-star from the Game of Thrones by the name of Kit Harington, but the ladies will know him as Jon Snow.
Oh, okay.
It was kind of a heartthrob.
I see.
Those are the birthdays today.
All right.
If you're having one, happy birthday to you. You want to play the game?
Well, sure. Let's do that.
It's Big Pig Day today.
Yes, chance to win a pig in a blanket that they serve on Wednesdays at Runza in Broken Bow. It's Black History Month, and here are some questions to test your knowledge of significant events or people in our U.S. history. I like this one. Who became the first African-American woman to make a bid to be President of the United States when she ran for the Democratic nomination in 1972?
She was a groundbreaker, yeah.
Your choices are Toni Morrison, Rosa Parks, Betty Shabazz, or Shirley Chisholm. Who became the first African-American woman to make a bid to be President of the United States when she ran for the Democratic nomination in 1972? Your choices are Toni Morrison, Rosa Parks, Betty Shabazz, or Shirley Chisholm. If you know, call us at 872-2801.
Tom plows Runza's parking lot on Temperature Tuesdays.
Take that, Snowdrift. With great horsepower comes great responsibility.
Every Tuesday in January and February, the temp at 6 a.m. is the price you pay for an original Runza sandwich when you buy medium fries and a drink.
And every Tuesday, the drive-thru will be drivable.
Thanks, Tom. Not all heroes wear capes.
I'm wearing one.
I know. Runza makes it all better.
Remember, today is Pigs in a Blanket Day.
All right. Did not get a call, Brent. Would you like to answer that question? That is a groundbreaker for sure.
Who became the first African-American woman to make a bid to be President of the United States? The answer would be Shirley Chisholm.
Shirley
was the
Chisholm.
answer.
Yeah, boy.
One.
You knew that one, Trish?
I did know that one.
How are you?
Would you like a
Good.
certificate for a free pig in a blanket since you won it?
I
Since
think
you knew the answer?
No, that's okay.
Oh, no?
That would
What?
not be proper.
No, that,
Oh, it
because
would?
you had already
But-
said the answer, but I knew the answer.
No, but you said you knew the answer, though.
But Brent,
What?
it's a contest,
I
Oh,
didn't call
I'm
her.
sorry.
and she's our guest.
Okay. Well, can I keep the certificate?
No.
then?
Jeez, would you like some tickets to the pancake feed?
There you go.
You don't have to answer any questions. I'll just give you 2 tickets.
Sure.
This is to the Veterans VFW Scholarship Benefit Pancake Feed
Nice.
coming up on Monday, February 21st. Would you take Spence?
Sure.
There you go.
Well, thank you.
Sure. And we can do that
Very
because it's not a
cool.
contest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
didn't have to answer any questions.
Big Brother is watching. I mean, FCC might just take us down.
Oh, okay. All right. Oh,
Break
sorry
our
about that.
Contest rules.
I was just trying to be a nice guy. Jeez.
Yes, he was.
Well, let's move along now that we've totally. Tell you what, we'll take a 60-second. Oh no, make that a 50-second timeout, and we'll be right back.
It's midnight. Banking time. Really? Well, yeah. I just got back from watching my son play the sport he loves 2.5 hours away. My family's asleep, and I have a little bit of quiet. Need to look at and sign our loan renewal? Done. Need to deposit a check? On it. Need to transfer some money to my daughter in college? Taken care of. Nebraska State Bank has the ability to make sure I can do my banking when it fits my schedule. So yeah, midnight is banking time. My banking time.
Nebraska State Bank, Broken Bow, Callaway, Myrna. Member FDIC. At the Callaway Good Life Center, their hometown facility offers the security and comfort of a small town with the advantages of city living. They offer speech, occupational, and physical therapy for their residents. Visit CallawayGoodLife.com for more information.
7:49. Trish is here from Designs of Distinction. Trish, did you know this is National Toothache Day?
No.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
We have one of those?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is just to remind you to take care of your teeth.
Okay.
So-
Well, I have been. I did the whole Invisalign thing.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. And they're
It'll
all
work.
done.
Yep.
Except now I have these retainers I get to wear when,
Wow,
But-
you're dedicated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It worked out really well. It
Good.
was much easier for me than braces.
Well, yeah. And
Yeah, but it was definitely you have to be dedicated to it. But I'll tell you what, between Dr. Clark and doing everything and having the orthodontist that comes up from North Platte, it worked out really well.
Good.
They moved teeth that I didn't think could be moved.
Well, and it wasn't real painful.
No.
Well, that's
it was
good
great.
to know. Brad just had a wisdom tooth pulled out, and they actually had to tie a tackle to the roof and yank on it.
unhoist it.
And
Yeah.
get a hoist, yeah.
Now, Trish, I just wanted, before we go on, these glasses,
Oh, Lordy.
These
they
are-
look scary.
these are sunglasses actually worn by Becky Daly of Arnold, Nebraska.
Oh,
Blue-eyed Becky Daly. Have you met her
That's it.
before?
I know the name,
Yeah.
and I'm sure I have.
She has the bluest eyes in the world, and her eyelashes actually touch the back side of these. So they're sealed.
Oh,
But sometime we're going to have a contest because I know everybody will want a chance at one of these. We got 2 of them that we're going to be giving away at a later date.
nice. That might be another contest.
Yeah, yeah. Have you been over to Western Custer County putting up any curtains lately?
Western Custer County. Sounds like you may know something I don't
No,
know.
I don't. I'm
Oh,
just
okay.
curious.
Western Custer County. I'm trying to think the last time. I don't know if that was in
not
Custer
recently.
County.
Where have you been lately? What have you been doing?
I've been in Broken Bow quite a bit.
Well, that's good.
Yep. Put a bunch of shades up just last week.
Good.
Had like 3 days of installs. So, yeah, it worked out pretty good. Everything from the cellular blinds to the solar shades like you have here. Yeah.
Good.
So it worked out really well. And working now on getting some of that, a company that will do the perforated film, you know, how you go into stores and you can see out, but as you're walking in, you see the advertisement. You
Oh,
can't,
okay.
You know, but you can see through it, but they can't see in. So I'm working on some of that for a customer that wants it on his front door and on a window in it that goes like from your studio out to the office area. Yeah, so you would be able to see out, but they wouldn't be able to see in here.
That would be good.
Yeah.
Some things that go on in here I don't think people should see.
That would look good. The KCNI
Yep,
KBBN logo.
Yeah,
You know, when you
on that.
pull it down and
Well, it
Or-
doesn't move. It's just
it doesn't
it's
move, but-
adhered to the window.
Oh,
so it's
I
like
see.
a window film.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then you clean it real good and put it on there,
Mm-hmm.
and then you just clean the surface.
Right. You just clean the surface.
Wow.
Yeah. So it adds another layer to the glass, basically.
Well, you know what? Sometime when you take a look here, maybe we could do one on the door there.
That would be kind of fun.
That'd be kinda
You can
cool.
Upload the image of your logo and
Oh boy, Jeremy would be all over that. He could just send you whatever you needed.
yes.
Yeah, I miss the days where there used to be solid wood doors.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and you could, do all sorts of things in here. Nobody knew it. It was great.
Could be in here with a bottle of like Jack Daniels or
yeah,
something.
yeah, or be in your briefs and no one would know.
Well, we've been able to do that now with doing Zoom calls and
Oh yeah.
everything.
Some of those don't turn out so good though.
No.
Well, back to business.
Yes.
Those are that's a great idea for
Businesses.
businesses.
and-
Yeah.
Yep.
Or if you want to put
Absolutely.
welcome on your front door, simple as that, right?
And, there are just places that I think right now it's more of a commercial type scenario. But, you can upload any kind of images. And, so it's something new that I've been able to, try to figure out. It took me a while to find companies to work with, but it's pretty cool.
Wow,
So, yeah.
I like that.
And they also do like the window clings and things that you can, even vehicle things. So I'm not going to get into cars. No.
That's something you have to crawl around in, right? And that might not be.
No.
That's like upholstering a car.
I know.
Pretty soon, headliners and that sort of thing. No. But this is a great idea. Is it affordable, or do you know yet?
It is. It's, I haven't gotten final pricing, and just like anything else, when you have a design team that has to get involved to do, logos and give you quotes and do special colorings, it's, so, yeah, just delving into it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have all sorts of window applications, including this new product.
Yep.
And then are you still doing some slip covers and that sort of thing?
Haven't done very much of them. The thing comes down to the yardage and the amounts of fabric. And fabric just in general is so expensive right now. And I don't see it getting any better. We still have a few companies that are making it in the United States. The one supplier I had that that was their big thing was, it's all U.S. goods made. They couldn't keep up the supply.
Oh.
So it was kind of sad. They had some really cool stuff, but they had to, this one wholesaler that I work with, they had to back away from the company because the company couldn't supply it fast enough. So kind of sad that, they had it all out there and it was really a nice, durable good, but they couldn't get it.
Well, I just read this morning a Ford factory. I don't know what was for cars or trucks, but they just shut down this week because they can't get any chips again. Just those sorts of things. And we seem to be making some progress, but still it's kind of two steps forward, one back. Yeah,
one step back. Yep. Yeah. It's kind of sad. It's you can look at all the different reasons why it happened, and you understand, especially, with the contaminants that a lot of factories created and why things happen. But, man, it's put us in a hard place sometimes.
It has.
So.
But you'll just keep plugging away. You'll keep taking care of people all over the place, right?
All over the place. Just found out a good customer was moving to Lincoln, and I'm like, I go there. So I have the new address. So I'm excited.
Well, that speaks highly of what you do, because they want you to come to their home and do what you did for them before, probably, and they know the quality, and they want to work with you. So that's a great testimony.
And it is. It makes you feel good, when you have those conversations, and it's like, oh, really? You can't leave? And it's like, well, I said, well, I go there. I go pretty much anywhere in Nebraska and anywhere else.
And beyond, yeah. Well, one thing I think that we always want to highlight is with Designs of Distinction, if you have a project, Trish will come and look at it, measure, go over some ideas, and if you decide on what product you want to use, a bid at no cost, no obligation.
Yep.
And you can do one window or all of them, right?
You got it. And it's been fun having, over the years, being able to get a phone call and go back to that file and have all the numbers I need. And just be able to go out and figure out what the next step is or what they want to do. So, anytime.
Okay, all right. Did you have a class ring when you graduated from high school?
I did.
Now, did you go steady with a guy that you wore his class ring?
No.
You didn't do that?
No.
Okay. Well, Brent mentioned that took place at the Loop City schools.
Oh, it took place. Yeah. It was a big deal.
Yeah.
But
they
just
put your arm around them so they'd stay on.
I guess. Yeah. I didn't do that because I was working.
Oh.
I was one of those
You've always been working,
kids.
Trish.
I have ever since. It was funny because I grew up in Maryland, but the federal government would come in and, at the summer of the 10th grade, beginning of the 11th grade, and, they do all these tests and put you through background checks and all that good stuff. So the summer or half a year in the 11th grade, I was working for NSA.
Wow.
And then all that summer and the whole year in my senior year, I was working there half day. Yeah, so
Well,
it was pretty cool.
Pretty cool, but it also kept you out of trouble.
Well, yeah, it kept me out of, being part of a senior class.
Yeah.
But that was fine, But,
Well,
yeah,
your work
so it's
ethic
pretty
is
cool.
good, and it still is. And I know people out there can trust you, and you make a friend with every customer that you meet. So that's a good thing.
It is. It's. I've got a lot of friends and just a great community. So it's kind of cool.
Does Spence listening right now?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure. I just want permission to touch your sleeve.
What's wrong with
I
it?
got to feel that material.
Oh, it's just like it's just a cotton kind of thing.
Don't look at me that
But
way.
It looks like cable.
Yeah,
looks
yeah.
like
It
cable.
looks like it would
Yeah.
be really thick, but it's not too thick.
It's not real thick, but yeah.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Thanks.
And don't look at me. Don't look at me that way.
Here we go again.
It's okay, Brent. It's good.
Thanks, Trish, for
I
understanding.
walked by your house the other day, and all your critters were outside. I saw Willow. And,
Yeah. They're as humans, we tend to do silly things like starting to let the cats in the house.
Yeah.
And now all they do is stand at the back door and look in. Like, when are we getting in? When are we getting in?
And then you go, it's not cold enough.
And I've lost Willow to my wife.
Oh, my.
Yeah,
How did that happen?
Well, because she's extra good with animals, and when Willow comes in, she jumps up on her lap, and Joan reads, and she takes and Willow takes a nap. Willow doesn't even know I'm alive now. I'm really hurt. Kind of tears me up.
Aw.
Can I feel your shirt too?
No, you cannot. Don't come near me. Sit over there.
What's your phone number, Trish?
It is 308-870-3677, and texts work too.
Okay,
We can
good,
do
yeah.
texts. Yep.
All right.
Okay.
It's good to see you again.
Thanks. Good to see you.
Thanks for coming in. If you want your windows dressed up, Trish is the gal to do it. Give her a call. All right, we'll take a quick time out, catch up on some news. During that newscast, I'm going to feel Brent's shirt.
No, you're not.
For Valentine's Day, shop at Barney Health Mart in Broken Bow. Cards, candy, and so much more. If jewelry is what you want to give, it's all marked at 20% off, including Montana Silversmith. For the kids you love, warmies are also marked at 20% off. Perfect for young ones needing the comfort of a warm friend. They are Chamber Love local participants and look forward to seeing you soon at Barney Health Mart in Broken Bow. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
Ansley Lumber and Supply is locally owned and operated and proud to be your full-service lumber yard. From premium lumber and top-quality building materials to paint, tools, and ag supplies. When you drop by Ansley Lumber, their crew is prepared to help you with your project. From the materials for building a house to the accessories and pieces needed to make it a home. Ansley Lumber and Supply, Main Street, Ansley, or call 308-935-1815.
It's Dave and Brent getting the action started on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show on KCNI KBBN. You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. Many New Yorkers are happy to find out Governor Hochul is expected to announce today the state's indoor mask mandate is going away.
Fantastic idea. They need to get rid of the mask mandate as soon as possible.
This is good news, bro. I'm glad the mandate is over.
Illinois Governor Pritzker is expected to drop his state's mandate as well. Ottawa at a standstill with truckers staging a massive protest over Canada's vaccine mandate. CBS's Janet Shamlian says it's holding up the supply chain.
Almost every business in this area near Parliament has closed. At the border bridge, which connects Detroit to Windsor, some $200 million in goods cross each day. In the last 48 hours or so, not much of it has made it across.
Pope Francis is urging a peaceful diplomatic solution to Russia's military buildup at Ukraine's border. He says war would be insanity. Russia is sending ships to the region now, calling it a pre-planned military exercise. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Here is a look at state news. I'm Gavin Higgins. Work on a stretch of Interstate 80 in the Panhandle is set to start next week. The Nebraska Department of Transportation announced Monday culvert work on I-80 from mile marker 47 to 54 will begin Monday, February 14th. Full construction is slated to start April 1st. Work will include full reconstruction of all 4 lanes, bridge widening, culvert extension, rest area reconstruction, exit ramp reconstruction, and guardrail replacement. Anticipated completion is in September 2024. The eastbound lanes will be reconstructed in 2022, and the westbound lanes will be done in 2023. Traffic will be reduced to 2 lanes head-to-head during construction, but reopened to 4 lanes during the winter months. The eastbound Brownson exit will close during the 2022 construction, and a detour will be set up. Drivers will exit I-80 eastbound at Potter and be directed to go east on Highway 30 to get back to I-80. The westbound on- and off-ramps will remain open for westbound traffic to exit to L17C. During construction, County Road 99 will be closed and a detour to allow for the bridge work to be performed. County Road 99 will be open to normal 2-way traffic from the 3rd Sunday in July to the 2nd Sunday in August. The eastbound rest area will be closed during the construction to allow for the removal of the rest area and the reconstruction of a new parking lot and allow for grading for the new rest area to be built under a separate project. An Oklahoma man who was assaulted in an Omaha bar over the weekend has died, according to police. Rodney Pettit, 41 years old, of Lawton, Oklahoma, died Monday at the Nebraska Medical Center. Police said in a news release that Pettit was found unconscious inside the Parliament pub Saturday night in Omaha's Old Market area. Before Pettit died, Nolan King, 22, of Omaha, was arrested on suspicion of first-degree assault with a weapon. Police said they were working with the Douglas County Attorney's Office to amend the charges against King. Police have not discussed a possible motive for the assault.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Eddie Garcia.
News from the NBA as we count down to the NBA trade deadline. The Portland Trailblazers sent standout guard C.J. McCollum as well as Larry Nance Jr. and Tony Snell to the New Orleans Pelicans in exchange for 3 players, a protected 2022 first-round pick, and 2 future second-round picks. The Indiana Pacers sent standout Domantas Sabonis and 2 other players, plus a 2027 second-round draft pick to the Sacramento Kings for Tyrese Halliburton, Buddy Hield, and Tristan Thompson. On the court in the NBA, the Suns, now a league best 44-10 after beating the 76ers in Philadelphia 114-109. Devin Booker, 35 points in the win. Grizzlies roll over the Clippers 135-109. Bucks beat up on the Lakers 131-116. Giannis Antetokounmpo, 44 points, 14 rebounds in the win for Milwaukee. Celtics over the Nets 126-99. Boston's won 6 straight. Brooklyn has lost 9 in a row. In college basketball, number 1 Auburn loses to Arkansas 80-76 in overtime.
Here's your weatherology forecast. For today, we'll have partly sunny skies with our winds breezy out of the west and northwest at 15 to 25 miles per hour. High temperatures working up into the lower 50s. Then for tonight, a chance for a rain-snow mixture, a low of 25. For Thursday, partial sunshine making a return, again breezy with a high of 57. Windy conditions Friday in the upper 40s. For the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Carroll.
Do you check your Google search results regularly? You should. People often get their first impression of you or your business online. Negative comments on the internet can impact your life and your livelihood. Take control of your online reputation. Get your free reputation report card at reputationdefender.com. It may reveal negative posts from an ex-employee, upset patient or client, news article, legal issue, or even exposed personal information right there in your Google search results. Uncover what's lurking on the internet about you with reputationdefender.com's patented scan and get your free reputation report card. Or for immediate assistance with your reputation, call 800-401-6681. Our cutting-edge technology helps make your Google search results look their best. Call 800-401-6681. That's 800-401-6681. 800-401-6681. Or take the free scan at reputationdefender.com.
Currently 32 degrees under a clear sky. Winds are light out of the west. Barometric pressure up a couple points now at 30.03. Humidity at 52%. Our high yesterday was 57 with an overnight low of 22. Sunset today at 6:04. Sunrise tomorrow morning at 7:40. Very dry out there. I know we sound like a broken record, but we are a broken record. We have not had much rain in the last 3 months. 4 months, so it's just brittle out there. even though it has frozen, we're still very, very dry, and fires are a problem. So red flag up for any burning, and be careful with any sparks and burning materials out there, please. Brent and Dave with you here on the Breakfast Show. 2 questions. How's my hair look?
It looks like it usually looks. It looks
really
fine.
shiny,
Yes.
shiny, and
yeah, a little bit.
Really bright and shiny.
Yeah,
platinum.
Oh, Dave.
Platinum Dawn, man. I'm telling you.
Well, I'm telling you, I'm concerned about you. I just don't. I mean, listen, I understand why you use Dawn one day to wash your hair because you're out of shampoo, and so you're like, well, I'll just use this. If it's just for a day, I get it. But I'm telling you, man, I just don't know if Dawn dish soap is really what you should be using to wash your hair with every day.
I think it's a combination of 2 good things.
Okay.
Platinum Dawn to wash the hair, green olives for the tummy. I got a little carried away last night. Had a.
You're into green olives again? You were into the green olives again last night?
I had a big bowl of green olives last night, and I'm just full of energy today.
Well, good for you.
Hi, Tanya. Tanya's here from Fox Theater, so we better get down to some serious business here. But it is serious.
Maybe they can add olives to the concessions at Fox Theater for you.
Well, I can tell you one thing: you don't have to put any salt on them. They're salted. Tanya, do you like green olives?
Not particularly.
Like black ones?
No.
You don't like olives?
I don't like olives.
Good person.
Have you ever considered washing your hair with Dawn Platinum dish soap?
Is that your secret?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It just shines you right up. Plus, you know, like you're as shiny as a clean dish.
Wow. Man,
sparkle.
There you go. There's your slogan right there.
Yeah.
Your marketing slogan for Dawn dish soap as your new shampoo.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
Bowl of olives each night, and you're good to go. How have you been?
I've been good. I'm shocked that it's been a month since I was here. I think January just flew by.
Well, that's good, right?
It is, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
closer we get to summer when they release a lot of good films again.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Well, you've had some good ones.
We did have some good ones. The holidays were good to us. Spider-Man and the Sing 2 were our big ones for December.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You had Scream, right?
We have it right now.
It's on now.
Yes, so it ends tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Yep, tomorrow will be the last day to see Scream 5 with the original cast, and everyone who survived the previous 4 are still in it.
Yeah.
You know what?
You got to show up to see if they survived the 5th one.
I don't know if you're going to believe this or not, but I just read a couple days ago that there will be a Scream 6.
Yes, I think it's done well enough that they've greenlit another one.
Wow.
Oh, well.
Good.
Yeah.
It's a good thing, so they keep doing it, I guess.
I don't know what brought this conversation up, but we were talking to somebody on the show, and it came. We're talking to somebody who said they have trouble when they go to the movies of falling asleep, and it brought up my question: have you ever had to wake somebody up
I haven't, no.
to let them know that the movie's over?
No, I haven't.
Okay, I just wondered.
This happened the last time I was here.
Hey,
so sorry.
Let the ringtone go. That's a good song.
That's a good tune.
Maybe you can play it after I leave.
Okay. Now we're talking Fox Theater here, folks, in Broken Bow and Cozad.
Mm-hmm.
I just think you're doing a wonderful job. Popcorn is important, but I do believe green olives. If you put green olives in the menu at Fox Theater, I think you'll see some happy people.
Or at least we'll get Dave to come to the movies more often. Maybe they make a topping that's green olive flavored that you just sprinkle on. I don't know.
They might. They might.
Green olive salt for your popcorn.
Because I know
Yummy.
they make a Parmesan and garlic sprinkle, so maybe it's out there. I don't know.
Could be. Anything's available anymore.
Oh, yeah.
You know what, guys? I have to go. I'm leaving.
Okay.
Because I got to be honest with you. I've got an olive problem. And I'm talking about olives. I'm just going to go home right now and have a bowl.
Well, that's wonderful.
The first step is acceptance of that, right?
And admission.
And admission.
That you have a problem.
My name is Dave. I'm an alcoholic. Yeah. So I'm going to turn it over to you guys. Okay. I'll take a break.
Okay, you want me to move into the big chair, huh?
Yeah. I want to feel Brent's sweater. Do you want to?
No, you're not touching my shirt. Get out of here. Go.
Okay, I'm going to leave.
Okay.
And because you guys always have a great conversation. You seem to really gel together because you're 80s kids.
We are 80s kids.
And you can talk about the movies. I'll be going after I have my bowl of olives at the house. I'll be going to, let's see here. I'm going to go to Sandhills Custom Creations.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And then I'm going to go to Varney Health Mart and get my scripts.
Okay.
For my mental health.
Well, it was good to see you.
You too, Tanya. Always fun to see you. We'll take a time out.
There's a difference between treating the pain and treating the problem. At Pearson Physical Therapy, we strive to not only reduce your pain, but actually treat the underlying cause so that you remain pain-free, even after you finish physical therapy. If you're frustrated by pain that keeps coming back, Pearson Physical Therapy can give you the tools that will keep you moving pain-free. Call Pearson's in Broken Bow at 308-872-5800 or check us out on the web at pearsonpt.com. Get the treatment you need and the care you deserve at Pearson Physical Therapy.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
Ask Universal Insurance in Broken Bow if auto owners make sense for you.
Stay up to date on your bank accounts no matter where your schedule takes you. Sign up for mobile or online banking with Bruning Bank to keep track of your accounts anywhere, anytime. At home, the gym, grocery store, day or night. Deposit checks, transfer between accounts, view transactions, and check balances. Set up bill pay so you never forget to pay a bill ever again. Ready to simplify your life? Download the app or visit bruningbank.com. Bruning Bank, member FDIC.
At Quality Senior Villages in Broken Bow, improving the quality of life of our residents is priority number one. We offer a unique assisted living lifestyle home for those suffering from Alzheimer's and dementia. When you add that to a safe and nurturing home-like environment, as well as staff that are specially trained in dementia care, providing 24 hours of loving support, you have a family-like atmosphere that makes residents feel right at home. Contact Quality Senior Villages in Broken Bow at 872-6387 for more information or stop in for a tour.
All right, we're back on the Get Up and Go breakfast show, 17 past the hour. Tanya is joining us from the Fox Theater in Broken Bow to talk about the movies. Well, Valentine, we were talking about this during the break. Valentine's Day is Monday. And so let me turn the right mic on. There we go. It's Monday, and what better way to celebrate Valentine's Day than to take your loved one out to the movies?
Yeah, maybe hit up a Legends or Bonfire or Kincaid for dinner and then come see us for a movie. We've got an action movie called Moonfall that's going into its second week, and then a couple of romantic movies. One is called Marry Me. It stars Jennifer Lopez and Owen Wilson. And the premise for that one is basically she's this big superstar, as she is in real life, and she's going to get married on stage in front of this live audience. Well, the person she's marrying is not a good person, and she ends up marrying this random stranger from the audience, Owen Wilson.
Yeah.
So it looks really cute. And then Redeeming Love is based off of a best-selling novel. It's just a powerful story set in 1850 against like the California Gold Rush time. So that one looks good. So if you're interested in seeing any of those, you can check out the trailers on watchthefox.com and learn more about them.
The two romantic movies that you talked about, they start this weekend?
They start Friday.
They start Friday.
They start Friday. So the ones ending this week, so the last time to see Scream 5 and American Underdog will be Thursday. So tomorrow night, and then the other two love stories start Friday.
American Underdog, of course, is based on the real life story of Kurt Warner, the NFL Hall of Fame quarterback.
Amazing story.
And I think, I mean, it's a good inspirational film. I think it's PG, isn't it? Yeah. So and those work well in this area.
They do.
Don't they?
I mean, it's just a great uplifting story about never giving up. If you have a dream, just keep on pushing, and you'll get your chance.
Yeah.
And he did. It's a great story. I loved the film. I knew a little bit about him. I watched football, and I know he had a great career, but I wasn't familiar with how it all started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So your chance to still see that and Scream tonight and tomorrow?
Tonight and tomorrow.
All right.
Yeah.
Anything on the horizon, or are you still kind of in that limbo world, Tanya? I mean, as far as the movie business is concerned, wondering when is this going to be released, or are we kind of getting past that?
No, we're kind of getting past that. Okay. Most of the films that are slated and on the calendar, they're sticking to those dates, and majority of the studios have now gone to strictly theaters, which is great for us. The window is a little smaller than it used to be. It's about 30 to 45 days where it'll just be in theaters before it goes to streaming. It used to be 90. Maybe we'll get to that point again. But it's really good just to see them in the theater first, and then they can go and watch them on TV. But coming out, so next Friday, the 18th, we have Uncharted.
Okay.
Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg, based off of a video game, but just looks like a really great movie. They're looking for stolen treasure, and I think those two look like they work really well on screen. And then Disney's brought back Death on the Nile, based off of Agatha Christie's.
Yeah, the detective Poirot.
Yeah, so and that looks really good. That'll be around the 25th. And then to start off March, we have the Batman. So we're
yes, the new Batman.
The new Batman.
And who?
Robert Pattinson.
Robert Pattinson. Now, just the trailers and the previews that I've seen for it, it kind of looks like we're going back to the more dark type Batman with this one.
Yes,
you think?
It does look like that, and it's bringing back. The Catwoman is in it. Zoe Kravitz plays Catwoman. I think there's the Joker as well. So, it looks intriguing. I mean, I like the Batman series. We've had quite a few Batmans over the years. Everyone has their favorite.
Yes.
We'll see how Robert Pattinson does. I think he does really well as just kind of brooding and kind of dark characters. He's played quite a few of them. Most people know him from Twilight, but then he's gone on to do some really great stuff to try to break free from that role, which made him famous. But I think it looks great. The trailers look great. So that'll be March 4th.
All right. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay, it's been a while since I've asked you this, so I'm going to ask now. Are we ever going to see the new Top Gun?
It's on the calendar. It's in May.
It is on the calendar.
It's in May.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, May will be here before we know it.
I know. I'm looking forward to it. It's cold.
Yes. Yeah. So, all right. So a lot of great things coming up. If people are looking for a gift or something, maybe you want to get someone something for Valentine's Day, but you can't make it to the movies on Monday night, gift certificate or something would be a nice gift.
Sure. You can stop in any evening to the theater and pick up a gift certificate or a gift card, I should say. We're into gift cards now. But if you'd like to get them during the day, we do have preloaded options of $15, $25, and $50 at Grocery Cart, Varney's, and the downtown Nebraska State Bank. So you can stop in, and they do have the free passes. If you spend $50, you get a free pass to keep or give away.
Yeah. Well, I know I've said this in the past, but I just want to reiterate it. Thank you for making it so affordable when you take the family to the movies at the Fox Theater. And thank you for that.
Well, and we owe a lot to our advertisers. They help keep our ticket prices down. So if you're a current advertiser, thank you very much. If you're interested in advertising with us, go to watchthefox.com. You can see all the information there. It's also very reasonable. And my email address is on there, and I'll get you all the information you need.
All right. Yeah, at the Broken Bow Theater, still free popcorn on Tuesday night?
Free popcorn every Tuesday.
Oh, man. Can't beat that.
You can't beat it.
I got to get past the sports season so I can start going on Tuesday nights again and have free popcorn.
Yes.
Anything else that you wanted to mention in regards to the theater, whether it be in Broken Bow or Kozan, before we let you go?
I think that's about it. We've had a lot of birthday parties lately. Broken Bow, obviously, you can watch a movie, but Kozad has a community room which you can add to a party, so you can watch a movie and then move into this wonderful Allen community room with lots of space. And we had a family had a Thanksgiving dinner there where they brought like five generations of family into this one room. It was really amazing, but it was a big enough space where they could do that. Or your living room might be a little challenging.
Yeah.
And in Kozad, we've got that great room, great place for parties. We've got a birthday party coming up here in Broken Bow in a couple weeks, and they're going to have piñata, and it's going to be fun. Yeah,
right.
So
Wonderful.
that's something you can do there too.
All right. Well, thanks for coming in to visit with us. We always appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, good to see you.
Have a great week.
Thank you. You too. 8:25 is the time. We'll continue with more of the breakfast show after this.
In the morning, you are awakened by the twitter of a little bird.
Now it's Dave and Brent.
I knew there was a reason I got out of bed this morning.
The Get Up and Go Breakfast Show on KCNI KBBN.
The winter clearance is going on right now at your home-owned shoe store, Bo Bootery. That's right. Save on styles you can wear right away. We've marked 30% off winter shoes, snow boots, bear paws, and fashion boots. Of course, you're going to need socks, leggings, and tights, too. So we've marked them down as well. Need overboots? We have them. Plus some Western boots, too. Some exclusions apply, but the savings are everywhere. Winter clearance at Bo Bootery, downtown Broken Bow.
This is Chip with Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency, and we have just been appointed with North Star Insurance Company. North Star is one of the top insurance companies in the Midwest. As an independent agency, it's beneficial to have several companies to choose from to get the best coverage for the best price for you. Both Tim and I have ag experience and would be happy to visit with you about insurance for your farm or ranch or your home, auto, life, and health. We handle it all. Stop by and see us today in Broken Bow or Callaway. Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency. Look for the big red sign.
For those 62 years of age and for those that are handicapped or disabled regardless of their age, the Grand Generation Manor in Callaway has affordable housing available. An equal housing opportunity provider and employer. They're located at 200 South Grand Avenue in Callaway. The Grand Generation Manor.
Hey everyone, do you know what time it is? It's tuxedo time! Yes, prom season is right around the corner and wedding season is right behind. We've new styles and great colors to choose from for prom, plus we'll give $10 back to your after prom party for each tux rented. If you're planning a wedding this year, register at Chapin's for a 10% discount on the entire wedding party with 5 paid tuxes. We're ready to make your event extra special and you'll look your best. It's Chapin's, downtown Broken Bow.
Thanks, Lola. Great to have you with us here on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Hope you're having a great Wednesday, and we're having a great Wednesday here on the show. We are going to be out and about coming up soon. Dave is headed downtown, and he'll be visiting with our friends at Sandhills Custom Creations, and then when he's done there, he'll go over to Varney Health Mart and visit with our friends there about some of the things that they have going on. So keep it right here on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
He's got a migraine today.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
Yeah, well, it happens.
Yeah, yeah. So let's talk about Valentine's Day. I bet you have some ideas for some Valentine gifts.
We do. One big thing is I've got a ton of kids' shirts. So with Valentine's Day being Monday, sending kids to school, why not send them in a really cute Valentine's Day? I mean, glitter, sparkle for the girls, the boys. We can always come up with something with monster trucks hold their hearts. So.
Okay. And I assume personalizing something would be a little difficult between now and Valentine's Day.
Nope, we've still got some time. Yep, we've still got some time. So if last minute, I'm one of those people myself, bring it in. So we stay late and get stuff done for people. And
okay.
So we're pretty excited about all that.
All right. Well, I ask you off the air, and I'll ask you on the air. How's things been going since you and Trent took over?
They've been going really good. We've stayed busy. All the surrounding communities and Broken Bow have been wonderful supporting us. So we're very, very thankful to the returning customers and also the new customers. So we can't say thank you enough.
Let's just maybe give an umbrella view of all the things that you can offer now. And I know you've expanded things, and there are things that Sally and Diane were doing, and you've of course kept much of that, but you've added some things already. I don't expect you to name everything, but just for the listener out there who maybe is listening for the first time or have caught a few other remotes, what all do you offer?
So we do personalization of almost anything. Obviously the t-shirts and the mugs with the vinyl like Diane and Sally have done in the past. We do the engraving. Something new we've added is the embroidery. So we're staying pretty caught up on that as far as getting things in, getting them out on the embroidery. We're really, really happy with the time frame on that. So, so many different options. Christy would kick both of us if I started listing them off. We'd go over the time, but so many different options. We have the kitchenware. We can personalize. Sometimes you just don't know what to get Mom for Valentine's Day or her birthday, or why not a cutting board or a glass pan? If you're one that goes to a lot of church functions and you hate to take your good glass pan, well, have it personalized, and then they'll know exactly who to get it back to right away.
Yeah.
And so.
Okay. Weddings are coming up. I mean, actually weddings happen all year long anymore.
Right.
Used to be spring and June, and it's still probably the busier time for weddings. But a lot of times anymore, weddings are planned a year or two ahead.
Yes.
So they have plenty of time to come and see you if one's coming up 6 months from now, or I guess even closer, and see what you could do for them for glassware and all of that.
We actually did a couple beer steins this last November for a wedding, personalized those. We can do wine glasses, shot glasses. We actually do have the cake knife and server that we can personalize some of those for the wedding. So many different options, and so it'll blow your mind.
Well, and sometimes weddings are little one-day small affairs, and then sometimes they go on for 2 or 3 days, and people get together ahead and maybe get some shirts.
Yep,
and
personalized gifts for the bridal party.
Yeah.
We've done a few of those, and so there's always fun with those.
Okay. Also, we don't talk about signs maybe as much as we should here, because that's part of it. There's spring coming up, garage sales. I guess we're all being really optimistic. It's only February, but there are things coming up this spring and summer that signs can be used for, summer celebrations, all sorts of things. And you guys take care of that too, don't you?
Yep, we do take care of that, whether it's a picture or just wording. We can do sizes, whether it's just the banners or whether it's like a plastic sign or a metal sign. We can handle all those options too.
Okay. You told me that you're going to be closing up towards the end of the month for your first market.
Yes.
Talk about that a little bit.
So we're very excited. Diane was very adamant that we go to this. She said, you'll be just absolutely amazed. And so we are planning on being closed the 21st through the 25th. We may be able to have somebody come in and open the doors if somebody wants to bring something in, but I don't want to guarantee anything and have somebody make that drive. So people are always welcome to call or text me even while we're down there. And so we can still, even when you're not working, you're working.
Yeah.
And so, but we're super excited to see if we can maybe bring back a few new things for the area.
Well, it's going to be exciting for you because any trade or industry or business who goes to a, quote, convention or show always comes back a little bit charged up, usually because you see new things, you talk to people that do the same thing that you're doing, and you maybe pass along some ideas back and forth. It's going to be a very fun time for you and educational.
That is what we are hoping. We are very excited.
Okay. So, folks, just count on the doors being closed for the most part during that period of time.
Yep, last week of February.
Okay. All right. Anything else that you wanted to highlight today that we haven't talked about?
I don't think so. I think that pretty much covers everything. We know we're super excited, and we invite people to stop in. If you can't make it within the hours, just give a call, shoot a text. It's not usually a problem for us to come in late or stay late. We're pretty flexible.
Yeah, I think you are. And what are your hours typically?
We are guaranteed 9 to 5 Monday through Thursday.
Okay.
But usually I'm here by 8 in the morning, and sometimes I'm here till 6, 7 o'clock at night. Just depends. So.
Okay. All right. Well, take advantage of the offerings here for especially the kids' clothing you mentioned for Valentine's Day.
And we do have the 20% off in stock shirts, so 25% off on the picture frames. We really want to move some of this stock so that way we can start getting some new stuff in. I know we feel like spring's around the corner, but we do got to start thinking ahead. So we want to bring in some fun new stuff for spring, and so we want to get some of this stuff out of here and get some people
get some new things in. Also, I was going to mention, or ask you, I should say, about team shirts going into soccer, baseball, softball, rodeo, all the things that are just around the corner. You're up for that, I'm sure.
I am up for that. We would love to help the community out and so be part of all of those organizations. So. Okay.
And again, it's time for Dave's Soapbox. You have it right here in Custer County, folks. Please don't go to the internet and order when you have it right here in your community in Custer County. And if you want one item, Chaz will fix it up for you. If you want 200, same thing. And if it isn't quite what you thought it was going to be, you'll work with them on getting it the way it should be before you start making them, right?
That is correct.
Okay. I just read a story this morning that there's still people out there thinking they're getting their stimulus checks because it was on Facebook that there'll be a fourth stimulus check. Well, that was totally false.
Way to get our hopes up, Dave. Geez, I'm thinking, okay, all right, we can do this now.
Yeah, we had plans for that money. That just kind of gives you an example. There's some very good things about buying and doing things on the internet, but I can look at Chaz right across his counter. We can do some business, and we know that it's all going to be just fine in the end. We're going to get the size we want. We're going to get the look we want, and it'll be made right here in Custer County, right?
Yes, it will.
All right, Chaz. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Dave. We appreciate it.
It's good to see you.
You too.
Brent, we'll send it back to you.
All right, Dave, thank you very much. And Dave now planning to go over and visit with our friends at Varney Health Mart, so we'll be checking in with him there in just a few minutes. 8:40 is the time. You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Ready for spring? You're definitely not the only one. The Garden Center in Broken Bow loves everything about spring, especially the plants. To make it like spring indoors year-round, they have beautiful full house plants. Plus, some spring planting items have already arrived, too. Open Tuesday to Friday 10 to 5:30 and Saturday 10 to 2. Located 1 block south off Highway 2, just turned by the Tumbleweed Cafe. Check out their new line of Keepers of the Light candles that burn for 155 hours at the Garden Center in Broken Bow.
If you are looking for the latest techniques, look no further. Team Physical Therapy has skilled therapists that are able to offer you not only manual therapy, expert exercise programs to treat your neck, back, shoulder, and knee pain, but also dry needling. Call 872-5111. Our highly trained staff are here to get you moving again and enjoy life. Call call 872-5111 or check us out on the web at myteampt.com.
Ace Hardware in Broken Bow has new owners. Joe and Liz Franzen took over in November of this past year and have continued working hard to serve you with great tool brands like Steel and Milwaukee, plus paints from Clark and Kensington, including primer all-in-one that can be computer matched with your color preference. Of course, plumbing and electrical supplies are in stock too. New hours alert. As of February 1st, they are open Monday to Friday, 7:30 until 6, and Saturday, 8 until 4. Open earlier and staying open until 6 to better serve you at Ace Hardware in Broken Bow.
Love local as we start the new year. KCNI KBBN is giving away $25 gift cards to these area businesses and more on The Breakfast Show.
Gun Sense in Mason City, Bow Family Furniture and Flooring, Shotgun Annie Saloon and Grill in Callaway, Brew Baker's Coffee House and Gifts, Broken Bow Legends Neighborhood Grill, Broken Bow Housing Authority, and Husker Homes in Ansley.
Keep listening for your chance to win on The Breakfast Show. And remember, love local.
You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Yes, Love Local, and we'll be giving you an opportunity to win in our Love Local promotion, as we'll be giving away a chance to win a gift card coming up later in the show today, so be listening for your chance to win. Hey, do you struggle with your hearing and or worry about missing out on conversations with family and friends at gatherings? Well, if so, stop in to see Roxanne at the Nebraska Land Hearing Center. Some neat things going on right now, offering free hearing evaluation and free office calls, free extended warranties on new hearing aids, and offering extended discounts for just buying local. And one other thing, Roxanne will meet any pricing quoted from other offices in the state of Nebraska. So there's no need to travel to Lincoln or Omaha or anywhere outside of Custer County, because Roxanne sells the top technology available in the world right here in Broken Bow. To set up your appointment, here's the phone number to call, 308-384-3852. Again, the number, 308-384-3852. They are located in downtown Broken Bow in the Broken Bow Chamber Building. So give Roxanne a call today at the Nebraska Land Hearing Center. Again, the number 308-384-3852. Well, Dave's making his way over to Varney Health Mart, and we'll be visiting with him and the folks there coming up. So keep it right here on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Good old-fashioned kaleidoscope.
Oh, I love kaleidoscopes.
Remember when you were a kid and you first looked into a kaleidoscope?
Yes, it was just like magic.
Yeah.
All the colors and changing, and that was always fun.
So any of these gifts would be great for a little Valentine's gift with a card or whatever. So
they would. There's magic kits for kids, an assortment, and that's kind of different. That's fun.
Yeah.
Let's have fun with
And as usual, Varney's always has toys that are a little nostalgic and also educational, I guess.
Correct.
Maybe the best way to put it.
Yeah,
So
we try to
check it out here on the toy section. Let's see, what else do we want to talk about?
Well, you know, a lot of people right now have colds and sniffles. We're having kind of a hard time getting cough drops in, which is strange, but we do have some in right now. Last week, I think most of this was empty, but we do have a good selection of Halls and some Ricola.
There you go.
Lutens. We have some cough drops that do have zinc in them, so that's nice and healthy. And
Some Advil cold and sinus medicine, NyQuil.
the NyQuil.
All of the ones that you see advertised over the counter. And you got your...
Oh, and we did get some heating pads in, which
Oh,
is nice.
that's nice.
And we have the standard size and the king size. We have two different sizes for you there.
Okay. All right. And, of course, the full run of vitamins that you always offer here at Health Mart.
Yes.
E and
E, B, D.
all the letters.
Jingle by.
D3 and much, much more. So, and I would imagine we were over by the cards. I didn't look, but
yes.
I can still see some Valentine's Day cards over there available.
We do. We still have a good selection of Valentine's Day cards, which, you know, it kind of seems like Valentine's Day, a lot of people, men, wait until Valentine's Day to come in to get their cards or their gifts. So there is still a good selection.
Yeah, nice selection. So stop in, pick up one of these gift ideas, whether it be the jewelry, the toys, the warmies, all the different things we described. There's purses and some clothing here as well for gifts, wall decor. There's just a lot of different things, even some candle items that...
Yes, and I hope I think I might be getting a shipment of candles in before Valentine's Day. So check with us, and got some new fragrances.
Got some news coming in. All right. Okay. Very good. Julia, it's always a gas.
Especially when we have customers here that we can pick on when they...
Yeah. I got to tell you, I don't know if you... I got my cord wrapped around my neck somehow.
You know,
my headset. I'm getting a...
Was that when you sniffed Jan?
I'm getting... Yeah.
It got wrapped around your neck.
Yeah. I'm getting a little dizzy. I think I'm low on air.
I think you might be, but maybe there's something here that we could find you over the counter that would help too.
Well, probably.
Yes.
Or actually get out the scissors and cut this off.
Do you have anywhere else you have to go? Because we could just cut it off if you don't have to.
Just back to the studio, and there's another set back there.
Okay, we'll cut it off.
Let's get the scissors.
Okay.
All right. We'll send it back to you, Brent.
All right, Dave, Julie, thank you very much. Always fun to visit with our friends at Varney Health Mart in downtown Broken Bow. It is 9 o'clock on the dot. You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker and New York's Kathy Hochul are both expected to announce they're dropping indoor mask mandates in their states, but not everyone will uncover.
Personally, I would keep my mask on. There's all these sorts of different variants still, emerging, and, we just have to stay safe.
Yet another recall from Tesla. WWJ's Jeff Gilbert says this one's over windshields that take a long time to defrost.
Tesla's been receiving complaints from customers and found a software error that could cause the heat pump to work improperly. The issue involves certain 20 to 22 versions of all Tesla models.
36-year-old American Lindsay Jacobelli is the first U.S. Contender to strike gold at the Winter Olympics.
Don't count the little girl out.
She came in first in the snowboard cross. U.S. Michaela Schifrin disqualified for her second consecutive race, the women's slalom. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles,
Here's Isaac Lowenkron.
The Washington Commanders are hiring an investigative team led by 2 former assistant U.S. attorneys to look into allegations made by Tiffany Johnston, who testified before a congressional oversight committee last week that she was sexually harassed multiple times during her employment with the team, including by owner Daniel Snyder. The Commanders say that the findings of the investigation will be released to the public. In the NBA on Tuesday night, the Milwaukee Bucks defeated the Los Angeles Lakers 131-116. Giannis Antetokounmpo, 44 points on 14 of 17 shooting from the field, 14 rebounds, 8 assists. College hoops, Arkansas upset number 1 Auburn in overtime, 80-76, breaking Auburn's 19-game winning streak. And Lindsey Jacob Ellis became the first American gold medalist of the Winter Olympics, winning the women's snowboard cross competition.
Here's your weatherology forecast. For today, we'll have partly sunny skies with our winds breezy out of the west and northwest at 15 to 25 miles per hour. High temperatures working up into the lower 50s. Then for tonight, a chance for a rain-snow mixture, a low of 25. For Thursday, partial sunshine making a return, again breezy with a high of 57. Windy conditions Friday in the upper 40s. For the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Carroll.
Were you in church last Sunday? As followers of Jesus, a.k.a. Christian, Jesus says, "You are my witnesses." When you do not attend church on Sunday, your witness to family, friends, co-workers, and neighbors says something was more important than spending time in worship. So plan now to attend this week, or is there something more important? This is Roger Sloan with the Lillian Church of Christ, where we love to share Jesus.
Currently in our studios, sunshine and 34 degrees, barometer on the rise at 30.05, and the humidity 53%. High yesterday hit 57 at our studios, the low dropping to 22. Sunset for this evening, 6:04, and the sunrise tomorrow, 7:40. Still to come this hour on the show, we'll have the Broken Bow Wrestling Report coming up for you a little bit later. Had the opportunity to visit on Monday with Broken Bow head wrestling coach Ed Schaaf. Busy week for the Broken Bow wrestling team last week with Southwest Conference and then the state dual tournament this past Saturday. And a big week coming up as Broken Bow will travel out to Nebraska City for the B1 District Wrestling Championships on Friday and on Saturday, and we'll have the visit with the coach, and we'll talk about all of that for you coming up in the Broken Bow Wrestling Report later this hour on KCNI and KBBN Radio.
Actually, it's both. But considering that bathing went mainstream in the 1800s and brushing your teeth in the 1900s, isn't it time for something new, like cleaning your nose? After all, your nose is the body's air filter for trapping dirt and germs, the first line of defense against allergens, bacteria, and viruses from getting into your lungs. But how do you clean your nose? With Navage. Navage isn't medicine, it's more like plumbing. Navage uses powered suction to pull saline in one nostril to the very back of the nose where germs can get trapped and multiply, and then out the other nostril, flushing out mucus and microbes so you can breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier. Join over 2 million others and find out for yourself how refreshing and easy to use Navage is. At Navage.com, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Bed Bath, and Target. Navage. Clean nose, healthy life.
Breaking news. Nebraska Farm Bureau endorses Republican Jim Pillen. Here's Mark McHarg, president of Nebraska Farm Bureau.
Hi, this is Mark McHarg. Nebraska Farm Bureau is proud to endorse conservative Republican Jim Pillen. Jim's agricultural roots run deep. He understands the challenges facing farm and ranch families because he's one of us. Jim Pillen has a proven record of results, building a successful, family-owned business right here in Nebraska, creating more than 1,000 Nebraska jobs. And Jim has always defended our family values. Jim is a conservative who will fight to fix our broken tax code, control spending, grow our economy, and create a more prosperous future for all Nebraskans. Jim Pillen has the integrity, experience, and vision needed to keep Nebraska great and help our ag producers succeed. Join Nebraska Farm Bureau members in supporting Jim Pillen for governor.
Paid for by Jim Pillen for governor.
10 past the hour. Nice to have you with us on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. And David J. Burney, ladies and gentlemen, has re-entered the studio. Hi, Dave.
Hey, how's it going?
Wonderful. Enjoyed your remotes.
Thank you.
Earlier this morning.
I hope I didn't offend Chaz or Julie.
Oh?
Well, I had olives on my breath.
Oh, yeah, so you did. Well, you know, whenever we go out and do a remote, the person back here at the studio is listening to what we call in queue to kind of hear when someone gets hooked up and ready to go. And I'll be honest, I kept waiting, and I'm like, boy, Dave should be getting hooked up here pretty soon. I don't know what's going on. And then it dawned on me, oh, yeah, he had to stop off and eat some olives before he went downtown.
I had to do a quick bowl of olives.
Oh, man.
And they're in my tummy now. And
so is this, I mean, I think all of us sometimes get a craving for something. How long does your craving last? I mean, is this olive thing going to be an issue for a while, or do you think it's just a few day thing, and then next thing you know, you'll take one? Because sometimes we're like this. We get a craving, and then you keep eating something, and then all of a sudden you're like, it just doesn't taste as good as it did a few days ago.
Yeah, I think it'll last for a while, although I will always go back to it because I've been a olive eater since I was a kid. And I know you're supposed to be 21 before you can eat olives by yourself, but I did before that time. And I've always been an olive eater, and you know, one of those that once I start, it's not just a couple olives, it's, you know.
So how do you eat your olive? Because the green olives have the pimento in the middle, right?
Yes.
Okay, so do you kind of take the pimento out first and then eat the olive, or you just pop the olive and eat it?
Brent, I just put them I try to drain them so they don't have too much of the olive juice on them.
Oh.
So they're kind of dried, you know, they're not floating in the bowl. And then I just pile up a big pile, and I take a napkin with me, a cloth napkin, and just grab them and eat them, and then I just wipe my hand off as I go.
I see.
And it doesn't only take usually about 3 to 3.5 minutes to eat a bowl.
Oh man!
So
I'd like to know how you say you eat a bowl. Okay, so are we just going, because I think there's different sizes of containers of olives. I think you can really go big, right, and get like the bulk, you know, like the great big can of olives, or do you get like the little glass jar? Is that what you consider a bowl?
Well, I started with a glass jar this time around, and then I've graduated up. And my wife is an enabler. She really is. She bought me the big size up. It's a glass, and it's about 8-10 inches tall. And
is it bigger than a pickle jar, or a similar size?
About the size of a smaller pickle jar.
Okay.
But I'll get it under control eventually, and I just hope. I did just gobble down. I was under 3 minutes on that bowl this morning, and
wow.
Then I ran down to talk to Chaz, and I hope I didn't have like olive juice running down my chin.
Is there an eating competition for olives?
I hope not. Because I got to tell you, lately I've been eating olives and then maybe some pepper cheese and then topping it off with some popcorn.
Wow.
Yeah.
Boy, what a healthy diet you're on right now.
That's been my suppers lately. Not always, but once in a while. Hey,
yes.
Did I make sense on the hats that Chaz was talking about?
Well, kind of, sort of. I'm not familiar with this style of hat. But apparently it's a popular style.
Very popular. Richardson style 12-1 or 112. But those were the numbers.
Mm-hmm.
And she has just a few of those.
Okay.
And she knew that Jeremy was looking for one.
Okay.
So she wanted Jeremy to know that, and all other guys who want one of those kind of hats.
Right. Well, I think he's out of the studio. Should we contact Jeremy? Maybe he knows more about it.
Maybe he could describe it.
Okay. Let's go to how do you do this? You hit intercom? Is that what you do?
And then his button.
There we go. I think he's out of the studio. We'll see if he's back at his desk.
Hello?
Hello. There he is. Jeremy Scheib, Brent Apperson, Dave Burney on The Breakfast Show. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Well, I'll be honest with you. I just want you to know that tensions will be high between you and I as we go through the day. So
I was wondering, you never texted me back last night. I was kind of walking on eggshells this morning when I came to the studio.
Well, first off, I was busy. I was working.
Oh, you were.
I don't have time when I go to a game. I don't have time to walk through the halls and look for pictures of fellow employees at the place that they graduated from.
That's all because I prepped ahead of time. I know the players so well, and I set up so fast. I had time for
that. So is Twitter the only place that you posted this senior picture of mine that you found?
Oh, it's on several message boards.
Oh, wonderful.
No, I'm kidding. It's just Twitter.
Okay, good. Actually, the reason we're contacting you is Dave was visiting with Chaz down at Sandhills Custom Creations, and she's got a style of hat in that you were looking for. What was it, Dave? The
Richardson 12-1 or 112?
Oh, yeah.
What are those?
Yeah.
Well, they're kind of like the standard hat that you see. It's mesh on the back, kind of has the tall front that people like to put their logos and things on.
Oh.
Yeah. I was talking to her about making a hat for me.
Nice.
She said to let you know that she has a few in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good deal. I'll have to swing down there.
Okay. You just posted that. You didn't put that on a porn site, did you? That.
Oh, what?
That picture of Brent with his little.
No. If I did, there'd be several people not showing up to work today. Too busy.
Yeah.
I'm at a loss. I'm at a loss for words.
His little vest and everything,
brother. Goodbye.
Little curly hair.
Thank you, Jeremy. Thank you for your time. Oh, gee whiz. So glad you came back to the studio. Gee whiz. Here, take a live read. Read this.
Okay.
I'll do this one first. Central Nebraska Community Action Partnership is looking for an individual to work as an infant toddler teacher in Broken Bow. It's a full-time position, starting wage $15 to $16.50 an hour, depending on your qualifications. Great benefits come with the position. looking for someone with their Child Development Associate Certificate, would prefer somebody with an associate's or bachelor's in early childhood education. Also, previous experience working with infants up to 3 years old and their families. You would be preparing lesson plans, primary care for infants and toddlers, and conducting parent meetings and complete various reports. If interested, contact CNCAP at 308-745-0780. The extension is 0, or you can apply online by going to centralnebraskacap.com.
This Friday night at Sylvester's in Broken Bow, Tim Zock will take the stage. And after you party the night away on Friday, rest up on Saturday because they'll have a Super Bowl Sunday party going on to wrap up the weekend. Of course, there'll be free munchies and first and third quarter happy hours at the quiet little place that rocks. Sylvester's in Broken Bow, East Highway 2. Freddie wants you to come out, have a good time, and listen to Tim Zock on Friday. Take a rest on Saturday and show up for their Super Bowl party on Sunday at Sylvester's in Broken Bow.
All right, sounds good. We'll be back with more after this.
If you're broke down and your equipment won't move, it's time to call me, Dewey, with Dewey's Implement and Welding in Myrna. We're ready to help with your ag welding and repairs, where it's not done until it's done right. 308-872-1972.
For Valentine's Day, shop at Barney Health Mart in Broken Bow. Cards, candy, and so much more. If jewelry is what you want to give, it's all marked at 20% off, including Montana Silversmith. For the kids you love, warmies are also marked at 20% off, perfect for young ones needing the comfort of a warm friend. They are Chamber Love local participants and look forward to seeing you soon at Barney Health Mart in Broken Bow. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
A lot goes into keeping a precision operation moving. The inputs you choose have to deliver results. Delaro Complete Fungicide from Bayer offers unmatched consistency and the most complete disease control available. Your corn and soybeans are protected and yields higher even in unpredictable conditions. With Delaro Complete, you get results you can count on to help keep your precision operation running smoothly. Always read and follow label instructions. To learn more, visit delarocomplete.us today.
Meet FarmOp Capital, the lender who believes in your potential. Saying yes more often than they say no, FarmOp Capital offers unique terms based on your proven ability to produce instead of how much land you own. Whether you're a farmer who rents, a farmer who's looking to expand, or a farm in transition, they can help you explore all the possibilities for the future of your business. Get started at farmopcapital.com today.
I'm Dave Johnson. Be sure and be tuned in next time for another great edition of the Best in Blues on Blues Deluxe. We'll have another track from Era Gale's brand new release, more from Peter Vateska and Blues Train and their latest work. Chris Bergson will be our Blue Bloods guest, and we'll have classic work from Bob Dylan. All that and more coming up next time on Blues Deluxe. Blues Deluxe, Friday afternoons at 1 o'clock on the Thunderbird, 95.3 FM, KBBN.com.
Brent and Dave back with you on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Want to remind you, coming up later, we will have the Broken Bow Wrestling Report for you this week, and we're going to give you a chance to win a $25 gift card to Ollie's Coffee and Boutique in Sargent. They've got some neat things coming up, especially this weekend. We'll tell you about that and give you a chance to win a $25 gift card coming up later in the show as part of our Love Local promotion.
Right on.
You're right on.
Well, I just wanted to back up. I don't think your picture would make anything but a G-rated site because of the way you got your little vest and the little coat over your shoulder and got that little innocent look. I don't think it's going on any other questionable sites besides G sites, but it just kind of
thanks, Dave.
It just kind of jumped out. I couldn't help it. By the way, I did want to describe something to you.
Okay.
When we were at Barney Health Mart, Jan Dobish was there, and she was doing a little shopping, and we was talking about Valentine's Day, and I mentioned to her that maybe she might consider getting her husband, Greg, a big old bottle of Old Spice Lime, which I'm not sure they make anymore. I've seen it on eBay for like lots of money, I think because it isn't made anymore. I don't know. I used it back in 71. maybe 69 or 70. So I'm not sure it's out there anymore. But then she described that, a lot of ladies like to sniff her husband because he smells good, right?
Yeah, okay.
And
I'll take her word for it.
I tried to just think about the description that would describe why people like the way he smells. And I think this. I kind of come up with this on the way back. He smells just like a fresh, washed, and brushed Shetland pony.
Oh, wow. Okay.
With a little patchouli oil on the flank.
Oh, okay. Well, again, I'll take your word for it. I mean, no disrespect, Greg, but I'm not gonna come by and smell you.
Oh, you won't have to. If you're close to him, you'll know.
Oh, okay. All right.
He smells good.
Well, that's quite the description.
Yeah. A fresh, washed, and brushed Shetland pony.
Nice. Well, that could be a nice scent.
It could be.
Anything else regarding that topic of conversation?
That closes that one.
All right.
And you didn't touch those sunglasses, Becky.
Haven't touched them. No way. I'm not touching those things. No, those are valuable.
You have to handle those carefully because we don't want to smear the smudge.
Okay.
Of Becky's eyelashes. We want that to remain intact. The value will drop dramatically.
So there's actual Becky Daly eyelash residue on the sunglasses.
Yes.
Okay.
Where she, sometimes you get your glasses a little too close. And then,
sure, yeah.
And she doesn't have to get hers real close because she's got those beautiful blue eyes.
Mm-hmm.
But don't smudge that, okay? Because they're worth a lot of money.
I'm not. Well, you have them in like plastic containers to protect them, so I'm not touching them.
Don't even think about it.
No way. How about the wrestling report? We got to do that yet.
Yes, I'd like to hear that.
You want to do that
Wouldn't
now?
you like to hear it?
I would like to hear it.
I think the audience would like to hear it.
I actually have already heard it. I conducted it. So we'll visit with the Broken Bow wrestling coach, Ed Schaaf. Big week coming up for the Broken Bow wrestlers and all of our area wrestlers as they compete for an opportunity to make it to the state tournament next week in Omaha. So we'll have the Broken Bow wrestling report coming up for you next. It's brought to you by Trotter Fertilizer and Duda Plumbing.
Today's wrestling report is brought to you in part by Trotter Fertilizer and Broken Bow. Success is what you want from your fields, both now and in the future. To build towards both, utilize the help of Trotter Fertilizer. Using their expertise and leading technology, they can help you analyze your fields to move them forward to stronger yields. Give Trotter Fertilizer of Broken Bow a call. They are proud to be bringing you this wrestling report on KCNI KBBN.
Friendly service every time. Quality is what you'll find where your neighbors and your friends go see Trotter.
The Broken Bow Wrestling Report is brought to you in part by Duda Plumbing. Since 2002, Scott has shown pride in giving his customers A-plus service. For plumbing service, septic installation, pumping, or sewer camera inspections, call Duda Plumbing at 872-3402. Duda Plumbing of Broken Bow is proud to bring you this wrestling report. All about student athletes giving it their all on the mat and in the classroom. Duda Plumbing, where they Duda Plumbing.
And we're visiting now with Broken Bow head wrestling coach Ed Schaaf, who joins us for the weekly Broken Bow Wrestling Report, brought to you by Duda Plumbing and Trotter Fertilizer in Broken Bow. Coach, welcome back.
Yes, good to be back.
Wow, a lot to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
A lot to talk about as far as last week, and then certainly a lot to talk about for what's coming up for you this weekend as the guys get ready for districts. Let's kind of go back to last week.
Mm-hmm.
We'll start at Southwest Conference. You guys end up getting the runner-up trophy in the team race. We're missing a couple of guys.
Mm-hmm.
I think that is definitely worth mentioning. A very tight team race. Cozad, I thought, wrestled well, too, on the day. They were right in it with you and Valentine winning it. But just your overall view on Southwest Conference, you had 5 guys walk away with a conference championship.
Yeah, and that's the thing is on a tournament like that, you know what? Obviously, we wanted to win.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you want to win. But we've beaten, like, in times before when we were conference champs. There was times where Valentine was the #1 team in the state, and all was great. And they'd have 5 or 6 champions, but we were able to medal 14 guys.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of come back to bite us in the butt this year, because we had 5 champs. I think we had 9 kids that medaled. And I think they had 13 kids that medaled. So we couldn't get...
They had 8 guys in the finals, and you had 6, I think.
I think 7.
You had 7?
Yeah, because
okay.
I think we lost 2 matches in the finals. I think we got 2 runner-up.
Okay, yeah.
Or no, maybe it was 6. Maybe it was 6, because I knew that if we won, I think it was, because if we won all 6, Broken Bow's never had more than 5 district or conference champs.
Mm-hmm.
We've done it several times here in the last few years, and Mr. Patch and Mr. Crawley had some guys that did it, I want to say back in the 80s. But we just, you know what, we couldn't score points.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing, is you got to have when there's only 8 teams in the conference, and Ainsworth only had, like, I think 3 or 4 kids.
Yeah.
You know, you got to be able to get kids on the medal stand. And the kids wrestled tough, just couldn't get it done.
Yeah. I know that we always talk about health, and I know last week you had some guys just weren't feeling good.
Yeah.
And so, we record this on Monday, but coming out of the weekend, how are kids feeling as far as you know as we enter this week?
I think good.
Yeah, good.
I think everybody's healthy, and our big thing now is, you know what, to keep them healthy. And I preached to them on Saturday, you know what, watch your skin. Because the last thing we need to do is get any infantago or anything like that would cost us. So, yeah, I think we're looking pretty good, and we're getting ready to roll.
Your conference champions at Southwest Conference: Chauncey Watson 106, Cyrus Wells 132, Max Denson 182, Kiefer Anderson 220, Sawyer Bumgarner 285. So congratulations to those guys.
Yeah.
I think during the week too, you had some kind of individual things happen that are always fun to watch. I think Connor picked up his 100th win.
Yes.
Right, and Kiefer picked up his 100th pin.
Yes.
At state duels.
Yes.
So those are always great accomplishments to celebrate with the wrestlers.
Yeah, that just goes to show that, I mean, in order to do that, I mean, you've got to be wrestling a long time. I mean, you got to put the time in as a little kid, and you got to put the time in, and things have got to fall right in that, you know what, you can get onto the varsity squad as a freshman, and both of them have. And I mean, they're both really good wrestlers.
Yeah.
I mean, that Kiefer Anderson gets somebody on his back, he's going to pin him, and Connor just wins. I mean, that's what he does, is he goes out there and he's a frustrating kid to coach, because he knows, you know, and I'm always like, let's score points. If we're, if we got a 5-point lead, let's make it a 7-point lead, or a 7-point lead, let's make it a 9 or 11-point lead. And he's flat out told us, he goes, Coach, if I get into the third period and I'm within 1 or 2 points, he goes, I know I'm going to win. And he wrestles a very deliberate match, but he wins. And I mean, he's tough.
Yeah.
So.
Exciting day for you Saturday. We had state duels back at Kearney. Didn't have them a year ago. Great to have them back last year. The atmosphere was phenomenal. And Class B, you guys were the 3 seed going in. I told you this when we got ready to come on the air and record this, but I'll use a term that Kurt Crowley used about 25 times while we were calling matches. Class B was a grinder. Oh, my goodness. The quality of teams, the quality of wrestlers. I think every round that Class B was involved in, Class B was the last class to get done, just because the matches were that quality and the teams were that good. Great competition your kids went up against on Saturday.
Yeah, it was. There was, in our 3 duels that we looked at it, and there was ever very few holes. You knew that you had to go out there and grind out a match. You had to, be ready to wrestle. We talk about it all the time. Be ready to wrestle 8 minutes and 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Go, we'll wrestle to the ultimate tiebreaker if we need to, but be ready to just not give up points and get after it. And you had to. I mean, any of those B duels, I mean, they were all within, low 30s and within a point or 2.
Mm-hmm.
And it was tough. It was a good atmosphere. And, it was good to be back down there.
Yeah. You took on Bennington in the opening round. Bennington wins the duel 47-25. Bennington then went on and won the championship in a thriller against Blair in the final 33-32. But you came back strong against Columbus Lakeview in the consolation semifinals. Had to be happy with the way the kids bounced back in that next round.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? We wrestled tough against Bennington.
Yeah.
I mean, we had some kids that we shuffled our lineup around to try to get the best matchups for us. And, we had a kid like Talon Harold that we put in there against a state medalist kid, this A.J. Parrish, who is, I think he's rated second or third in Class B at 138. And Talon goes out there and holds him to a decision, which only gives Bennington 3 points. I mean, that was huge. And we had matches like that. We were there. We just made some mistakes in position, and then, you know what, they had some little bit better kids at the very end to beat us. But, yeah, our kids coming back, and against Lakeview come in undefeated. They hadn't been beaten, and they had some good kids, and they had some big kids. You could see that why they won football, because I mean they had some kids that had some muscles on them. Holy moly, were they big. But our kids just, to use Mr. Crawley's word, they just grind.
Yeah.
Our kids just understand that we've just got to be ready to wrestle the entire time, and when the opportunity presents itself to get pins and stuff like that, that we have to be willing to do it. So they went out there and they took care of business against Lakeview. I found it interesting because I'm sitting there and looking at the program in between breaks, because we'd wrestle, and then we'd have an hour and a half to 2 hour break while the next round wrestled. And you just look at the enrollment numbers for Class B, and us in Lakeview were the only ones in the 200s. Everybody was 600, 700, 800, and it was like, well, I mean, it is what it is.
Let's go wrestle. It is. Yeah.
So it was good to beat them. I mean, it was good for our kids to come back. And
yet another grinder against Scotts Bluff for fifth. Man, just to put this in perspective, folks, in that round, every other duel was done except Broken Bow and Scotts Bluff, and you guys still had 4 weight classes to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that's how tough that duel was and the way the matches were competed.
Yeah, they were. I mean, I think maybe there was 1 pin, maybe 2 pins. There wasn't very many.
Not many.
But they just, and even then the pins were late. But Scotts Bluff's tough. They'd kind of been predominantly, I mean, the last few years they'd been really tough. And the last couple years they'd kind of been down, but they've got some good young kids. And you never know with Scotts Bluff, because they wrestle a lot over in Wyoming and Colorado, and they'll come out to the Midwest, mid-Nebraska, and wrestle a little bit. We knew they were pretty good, but I think they'd only been beat once coming into the duels, and they were every bit as tough as we thought. I mean, there was some matches that we just didn't end up on the right side of it. So our kids just fought, and it was tough. I was proud of them, because it's one of those things with the state duel tournament. You know what? If you win your first one, you're automatically top 4. And if you lose, the best you can get is 5th.
Right.
So you come back, and it's kind of, you're not really chasing a trophy or anything like that. It's just all about pride. And our kids, you know what, come out there, and they very well could have let down, but they didn't. They just got after it, and Scotts Bluff was just the better team that day.
And again, we talk about the quality of wrestling down there. I don't know how many times Kirk said we could see this match again in a couple of weeks.
Oh, yeah.
And we could certainly see that.
Yeah, there was, I mean, and you probably should, because that means that you're, you know what, if you're at the state duels, that means you're pretty deep and you've got good kids. And there was a lot of, I bet there was a lot of state championship matches that happened there.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, it was good.
Well, now we focus for this weekend. You guys will go all the way out to Nebraska City for your district, start on Friday, and then conclude things on Saturday. Just your overall thought about the lineup you'll take and the opportunity for your kids coming up this weekend.
Excited.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the time of year. I mean, you work your tail off all summer and all fall and in the weight room and everything for this opportunity to go to districts. And we're going to go down there and, I don't know, we've seen Ogallala, but other than that, we haven't seen too many of the teams we're going to see there. So, new place, new gym. Our kids are, knock on wood, we're healthy right now. We're ready to go. And, it's going to be fun. I mean, it's going to be exciting. I have a feeling it's going to be kind of between us and Waverly and Nebraska City for the district title. And that's what we talked to the kids about it. That's a notch that we want because in all the success that we've had here in the last 7-8 years, we haven't had a district title. There hasn't been a district title since I think it was like 85. And so, it's hard to believe, because we've been pretty good, but you know what, when you're in a district with Valentine, it's tough to beat them. And we've had opportunities, just couldn't get it done. And so we're going to go down to Nebraska City and we're going to see what happens. Our kids are, they're wrestling well. We've got a few things we've got to work on this week to kind of tighten up a little bit. But, I'm excited, ready to go.
Well, we're excited, too. We'll see you on Saturday. We'll be there to watch you. And so we'll have the Broken Bow matches on the radio, and we'll be updating people on other area wrestlers, too, trying to make it to the state tournament in Omaha. So congratulations on all of the success up to this point, and best of luck this weekend.
Thank you.
Coach Ed Schaaf joining us on the Broken Bow Wrestling Report, brought to you by Duda Plumbing and Trotter Fertilizer.
Today's wrestling report is brought to you in part by Trotter Fertilizer and Broken Bow. Success is what you want from your fields, both now and in the future. To build towards both, utilize the help of Trotter Fertilizer. Using their expertise and leading technology, they can help you analyze your fields to move them forward to stronger yields. Give Trotter Fertilizer of Broken Bow a call. They are proud to be bringing you this wrestling report on KCNI KBBN.
Friendly service every time. Quality is what you'll find where your neighbors and your friends go see Trotter.
The Broken Bow Wrestling Report is brought to you in part by Duda Plumbing. Since 2002, Scott has shown pride in giving his customers A-plus service. For plumbing service, septic installation, pumping, or sewer camera inspections, call Duda Plumbing at 872-3402. Duda Plumbing of Broken Bow is proud to bring you this wrestling report. All about student-athletes giving it their all on the mat and in the classroom. Duda Plumbing, where they Duda Plumbing.
All right, Brent and Dave back with you on the breakfast show, kind of getting ready to close things out. I love it when you do this intercom thing. Hang on. Whoops.
Hello.
Hi, Shannon. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Dave and I are getting ready to do the gift card giveaway for Ollie's Coffee and Boutique in Sargent. Okay, and you guys always give us a little information to read about the business when we do this. Question: you have a word on this sheet that I don't know how to pronounce.
Let me guess.
Oh yes, go ahead.
Is it charcuterie board?
That would be it. Yeah. How do you say it again?
Well, Christy had to help me. And it's charcuterie board.
Charcuterie board. Okay.
Is that right? Jeremy's laughing at me.
Okay. Is if you don't mind me asking, what is that? It says.
Prince, you should at least know what it is if you don't know how to say it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm a guy.
That is okay. It's a board. So it usually comes with a really pretty serving type board.
Oh.
It's like a cutting board type look, and then it has meats and cheese and olives. Some of it, and they're all cut.
Oh, don't say olives. Don't say it's got olives on it. Oh. Not in front of Dave.
Well, not all
Dave.
of them. They can have whatever you would like.
Well, what I'm getting at is Dave will be there if it's got olives on it.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, then I don't know.
Well, is it like a? Does it have little compartments?
They design them. It's like a really beautiful serving meat and cheese veggie type of a combination platter, and they're usually like some wonderful custom cheeses or all sorts of different ways you can make them, and they're really popular right now, and they're really beautiful. They seem like a lot of work, So I'm sure they can show you how to maybe do them a little easier when you go to Ollie's.
Okay. All right, sounds good. And you said it's charcuterie.
Yes.
Charcuterie board. Okay. Thank you, Shannon.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay. All right, there you go. So mark your calendar and get registered for a fun charcuterie event at Ollie's Coffee and Boutique in Sargent. It'll be this Sunday. Debbie Fisher is going to lead this awesome, unique event. Everyone will get their own wooden board, and we'll put together a charcuterie of a variety of yummy foods to take home. You'll be all set for Super Bowl later that day.
Yeah.
There you go.
I thought it was charcuterie, but it's cooterie, huh?
I don't know. I'm just going by. That's why I asked, because I didn't know.
I mean, we're in Nebraska. Shouldn't it be charcuterie?
Yeah. Well,
but
you could call it that. I don't know. I'm going to go with that.
Okay.
I don't know. Anyway, if you want to be a part of this, please get pre-registered. That'll make it a lot easier for them to put together everything for what everybody needs for this event coming up on Sunday. So if you're wanting to attend, please get registered by Thursday, February 10th. Grab a friend, register on the Ollie's Facebook page, or you can text this number, 308-215-0604. $30 is the price, includes your charcuterie or charcuterie board, a coffee shop beverage of your choice, and snacks. Also, when you're there, make sure you check out all of the fun Valentine's Day gift ideas they have right now at Ollie's Coffee and Boutique in Sargent. They have adorable heart-shaped gift baskets put together for ladies, men, and kids. Prices vary, but all items in gift baskets are 20% off. So go check them out.
What was that number again, Brent?
308.
Yes.
215. 06. 04.
In Sargent.
There you go.
Thank you.
Okay, you ready to give away the $25 gift card?
You know it.
Okay. This is part of our Love Local promotion. Now, since it's Ollie's Coffee and Boutique, here's a question we're going to ask. Way back in, I guess it would be way back now. It doesn't feel like way back to you and me probably. But this was probably in the 90s. Because I was working here when you guys were doing this. But there was like a blend of coffee that we heavily promoted on the Get Up and Go breakfast show several years ago.
It was actually going to be a fundraiser, and we were going to blend a special blend for it. I don't remember whether we did or not. And then I think also some cups were made with the name of the coffee on it. And it was centered around the breakfast show. And, yeah, it was really quite a campaign for a while.
We hit it hard.
Yeah,
if I remember right.
Like we usually go a long time.
Yes.
Way too long.
We sometimes drag bits out a little bit too long.
Yeah, sometimes.
This maybe would have been one of them. But that's going to be our question. What was that coffee called? And I'm going to give you a hint. It was called Blank Man Coffee.
Yep.
Okay? Blank Man Coffee. If you know what we're talking about, give us a call at 872-2801, and you could win yourself a $25 gift card to Ollie's Coffee and Boutique, and we have someone calling in right now.
Oh, good.
So let's just go straight to the phone. Good morning. Who are we talking to?
Marilee.
Marilee, how are you?
Good. How are you?
We're doing fantastic here. Do you know the kind of coffee that we're talking about?
Oh, the Big Man Coffee.
There you go. Way to go. Big Man Coffee. You know it. I don't know. Do you think they have Big Man Coffee at Ollie's?
Well, we could have them make it.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, maybe a new blend or something.
There you go. Yeah. Well, Marilee, thank you very much for calling. If you would, hang on the line for just a couple of seconds. Need to get some more information from you, okay?
Okay.
All right. You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Central Nebraska's Sports Source presents live coverage of high school wrestling. Join us on Saturday when we'll be in Nebraska City to follow the Broken Bow wrestling team at the Class B1 District Wrestling Championships. You'll be able to hear live coverage of Broken Bow matches throughout the day on KBBN 95.3 FM and on the web at kbbn.com. Matches scheduled to start at 9:30 on Saturday morning. We'll also update you on the happenings of other districts involving area wrestlers as they try to qualify for the state championships coming up in Omaha. Live coverage of high school sports this year is being brought to you in part by the Nebraska State Bank, Grocery Cart, Custer Federal State Bank, Rod's Body and Paint, Trotter Service, Meat Lumber, Shelter Insurance, A to Z Lawn Pro and Landscaping, Squire Septic Service, Arrow Seed, Team Physical Therapy, Agland ATV, Bruning Bank, Sargent Irrigation, and Duda Plumbing. It's live coverage of district wrestling this Saturday on KBBN. All right, thanks to Mary Lee for calling in, winning a $25 gift card to Ollie's Coffee and Boutique in Sargent, Nebraska. Tomorrow we'll continue with our Love Local giveaways, give you a chance to win a $25 gift certificate to Reflections Salon and Spa in Broken Bow. And that'll be the giveaway tomorrow on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Have you ever noticed how good Jeremy Shipe smells?
No, I really don't make it a habit of walking around and smelling coworkers.
Could I describe it to you?
Sure, Dave.
Jeremy Shipe smells like, that kind of rhymes too. Jeremy Shipe smells like a fresh, washed and brushed stallion.
Oh, wow. Okay. I don't know where to go after that. I just don't.
I like your sweater. I really do.
Thanks, Dave. Yeah.
Did I tell you how much I enjoy working with my co-host and my good friend, my brother, and my neighbor, all at the same time? Who could ask for more than that?
I honestly don't know.
And I'm going to find out what you smell like and describe that tomorrow.
Oh, no, you're not. You're not coming near me.
I think it has something to do with the dill pickle, but I'm not sure.
I did have some dill pickle chips the other day. I love those. Boy, those. Have you ever had dill pickle potato chips?
No.
And then we discovered, this wasn't too long ago, we discovered they have dill pickle pretzel sticks.
Really?
Those are awesome. Yeah, try them.
I can't get off the olives right now.
And they're fresh. They have olive chips? They're making flavored. The chips come in all flavors now.
I don't
wonder
know
if they've got a green olive chip.
Do me a favor.
Yes.
Do you ever make omelets at home?
Yeah, funny you say that. Shelley made them the other morning for breakfast. Right. Delish.
Just take some olives, chop them up into little pieces, and put them in your omelet. You'll find it to be delicious.
All right, now here's my big question for you. Now that we're talking olives again, so do you like the Jell-O with olives in it? Have you seen Jell-O with olives?
No.
You haven't?
No.
Oh, I think sometime. Yeah, I think it's usually green Jell-O, isn't it?
Oh,
you mean olives?
You mean Jell-O, not jelly. Okay.
Yeah. No, I didn't say jelly.
Jell-O.
Yeah, Jell-O. Yeah.
Well, you put
like a Jell-O salad or something with olives
with a pear and
floating in Jell-O. Ugh.
You put the green Jell-O with a pear in it and put shaved cheese on it
and olives.
I don't know if I've never thought of that. But sometimes it's best just to eat it as it is. Just pour it out of the jar and start eating it.
All right.
Till you're sick.
Oh, boy. Okay. Anything else? Have we done everything? I don't have my sheet. Did we cross everything off?
Look here. We talked with. Did you talk about Central Nebraska Community Action Partnership?
We did that. We talked to Trish.
Trish was in, and she has a really neat top on today, if you see her. And then we had the wrestling report.
Yep.
Tanya was here.
Yep, we did
about
that.
Fox Theater.
Okay.
And she mentioned they might start serving fresh green olives at the theater.
Wow. Nebraska Land Hearing Center.
Yeah.
We did that. Talked about Roxanne. We did Sylvester's.
Yep. Sandhills Custom Creations, Chaz, with all set up for Valentine's Day. Yeah.
And you were at Varney's.
I was at Varney's with everybody there.
All right. So I guess it's time to go.
I guess so. When you get done, go in and just stand by Jeremy's cubicle and see if you don't get the hint of a fresh washed and brushed stallion.
Okay. We'll talk to you tomorrow, Dave. All right, bye, everybody.